One genre that's existed from the very start of video games is dress-up games. Barbie for the Commodore 64, released in 1984, was one of the first, essentially, computerized paper dolls. And from there, dress-up games have only continued to grow in variety and complexity. I grew up constantly playing a ton of different dress-up games. As someone who can spend hours in a character creator now, I have always been someone who loves to adjust a character and change it to fit my little whims.
This is the best part of the game. This is the part of the game I've done the most.
So an app game built around the idea of being a highly customizable dress-up game, of course, piqued my interest. I've seen a few different ads for Life Makeover over the last few months, and I've always meant to make a video for it, but the thing that finally pushed me to do it was this ad, which has Taylor Swift music in it. And yes, it obviously is a cover of her music, but I am really not sure how legal that is, so I feel like Taylor has a very active legal team. Even if they're not breaking the law, it's a bold choice and obviously got me interested enough to finally make a video on it. Life Makeover is a limitless dress-up and social simulation game. It was released May 10th, 2023, and the app is designed by Argosaur Games, who also produced Dragon Raja, which is an app that I actually covered a number of years ago and still reference as having one of the best character creators I've personally ever used in an app game. So I have kind of high expectations for this. The app has its own website as well, and the art style that they use for the character models is so gorgeous. It reminds me a lot of BJDs, or ball jointed dolls, which are kind of a art doll. They just have like these really beautiful big eyes typically, and this art style feels a lot like that. And as someone who is a fan of ball jointed dolls but can't necessarily afford them, this seems like a really cool option to make like a customized version, essentially. The features that the website highlight for this app game include romantic me, romantic social life, romantic house, romantic makeup, and romantic look. I think sort of means like it's a social app and you decorate and you dress up. I do not know much beyond that. I have an inkling that there is a plot to this game, but I don't know. The company also seems to be fairly active on social media, with the app having a TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and its own Discord server, which is a good sign for their, putting a lot of effort into having a community around this game. So of course, looking at the art style and the game itself, it's pretty easy to compare this to Shining Nikki. If you haven't seen or heard of Shining Nikki before, it's essentially a 3D model version of the very popular app dress-up game Love Nikki. I have played a bit of Shining Nikki before. I actually got to be a part of the beta testing for it, which was very cool. It is all so gorgeous, and I really enjoyed it. So I'll be interested to see kind of the similarities and differences between the two, and if this really stands out from what Shining Nikki has already done, with that app coming out, I believe, about 2 years ago now. But of course, I won't be able to say for sure until we get into the game and check it out. So let's go ahead and see what it's all about. So the first thing I noticed right away opening up the game is that it was created with Unreal Engine, which is just so cool to me. It just really goes to show that app games are running and working at like the same level of essentially complexity as any modern games that we're getting today. And of course, these visuals so far look really gorgeous, so I'm really excited to check it out and I don't know, make my character. Should I try and make me? I think I might. Okay, now I am playing this on an emulator, kind of as per usual for me. If there's any sound here, I'm not hearing it. So I guess it's just showing us what we can do. I hope there's not supposed to be sound here, because that would be unfortunate. I wonder if real brands will ever do sponsorships with like this sort of app game. Okay. Oh, the buff fashions are there to show off different styles, which gorgeous. All of these look so good. A very interesting variety in skin tones. I got some very pale to dark. Definitely more leaning on the pale side. Should I make me though? Because this looks nothing like me, obviously. Let's try it. Let's just try and make myself. I can have a little vanity as a snack. Body type. I'm gonna go for the tallest, biggest option because I am tall and I am large. Obviously not a ton of like body diversity here. Oh my god, she has cat eyes. What? Oh, this is so cool. Oh my god, I love this. This is reminding me already kind of Baldur's Gate. I guess I'll go with the darker kind of gray blue, even though I feel like mine is kind of like a in between of these. Oh, I'm having fun. Okay. Okay, that could be, yeah, that could be kind of my eyes. And hair. Oh boy. I cut my hair shorter and I didn't really mean to. I'm trying not to like not be dramatic about it because hair grows and it's fine. But I am sad that I cut my hair. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is like the hairdo I could recreate out of these. This is gonna be an interesting experience because it's really like, how well do I know what I look like? Oh boy, I don't really know what my eyebrows are like. That's asking for a lot. It just makes me feel like I have a ball jointed doll that I'm like, I can like squish their face into however I want it to look. So the nose is gonna be the hard part because there's no way they're gonna let me make my nose, I feel like. But yet we're here for a good time, not a perfect time. This is wild. I can give her a natural smile. She's amazing. Not with her eyes, just kidding. She's just smiling. My headset turned off because I'm not getting any sound from this, but I don't know if I'm supposed to be getting sound from it. I've essentially spent 10 minutes creating my character already. Face paint. No face paint. Unless, oh, I can add my mole. I have a mole right here. It's so covered up. Well, you can kind of see it. I forgot that it's like covered up by my makeup right now. Body again. Oh, I can make her thicker. Hell yeah, heading size. Oh, I can make my head big. Okay, so they do have a little tiny bit of like body customization. Yeah, I guess that can be her. We can upload now. Wait, she's so cute though. Okay, so we can try on outfits and record a Vanna video. Oh my god, am I getting married? Everybody's invited to my wedding. Come on over. Oh, this is so cute. It's so fun seeing like the thing that you made doing stuff. I mean, same reason why I love Baldur's Gate. I just love getting to see my character in the game like living their little life. Ashley's calling me. Should I be hearing anything? I swear to God. I'm gonna make this video and the first comment's gonna be, the game has sound. Did I forget the appointment to check out the house today? Are we moving in together, me and Ashley? Also, 2D animation. Okay, so we're going to go somewhere. Oh my God, is this the main screen though? Sunshine, waves, and beaches. Life starts here. That's not me. Everyone I look at that isn't me is like, what are you doing here? This is my house. I can cook. Ooh, coffee. So this is telling me that I get to make a house, which is very oh, what community do we get to go in? So we get to pick. Oh, so wait, I don't want to be here. I want to go to the forest one. Let me go to the forest one. I want to be in the woods. Luxury beach house. If it makes me buy it, I'm gonna be sad because I don't want to live in a luxury beach house. Because it's my right to live in the woods with Edward Cullen. Future star designer, big house is waiting for you. Yeah, okay. I'm buying a fisherman's house. Can I fish? Imagine if they just put a fishing minigame in this game. Like, fashionista? Catching my fish. Fishionista. Talk with Ashley to determine the next steps. Man, that sounds like I'm at a business meeting. Hey, let's cover next steps on Teams, okay? Shining Journey. This is the plot. Okay, so there's a story. Slay. Celebrate my new house. Will they let me decorate it? Will they let me make a new outfit? I would like immediately to just do a ton of dressing up. This is settled. We're moving into a new home. Why? Or return to our office together after buying the house. Ashley is a well-known private detective. Is this a mystery? Do you know them? Black Sugar. Are they idols? I don't know them. That's Annie, the most popular girl in the group. That's right. Annie's my friend. Wait, can we join an idol? Can we become an idol? Oh, we're going on vacation with her? Dude, this is the best day of my life. And the clothes made from Black Sugar are very extraordinary. I hope it can give you some inspiration. So I'm a designer, I'm guessing. We're gonna put on new clothes. Sweet and girlish. Okay, so it's very similar to Love Nikki. It seems like clothing is categorized by different kind of genres. Oh my gosh, I can see the likes in the corner of my video. This girl's popping off. App version of me is doing a lot better on socials than real version. Maybe I need to do more fashion content. I got a free pair of shoes. Hell yeah. See, I'm gonna pretend that the shoes and anything I get for free for posting a video is all, oh my god, what is it called when you're sent free stuff from companies? It's that. I'm still in the tutorial. I'm gonna finish playing through the tutorial and we will come back with thoughts when I'm done with the tutorial. Oh boy, so it has been a bit since I first started playing, and this game is a journey. Imagine combining Phoenix Wright and Shining Nikki, and this is like their strange love child. You might be like, Phoenix Wright in a dress-up game? The plot line of this game centers around the main character being a detective, essentially, with the first case being an attempted murder. So you do like look around and find pieces of evidence and collect clues. The game kind of quizzes you on like which piece of evidence fits for this, you know, scenario. And you can even enter the minds of your suspects to see their memories, which again reminded me of some gameplay in the Phoenix Wright series. The plotline is really a twist from what I expected, but as a person who is a fan of mysteries, I was kind of delighted by it. Each chapter will work where you get, you know, a couple minutes of story essentially, and then at the end of the chapter, you're assigned a outfit that you have to design. The reasoning behind designing the outfits, part of it is there's this kind of convoluted thing where designing outfits makes your like ability to read minds or read into minds work. There's also this like fashion app that you're making outfits for, or you're just like going to an event and you need a specific outfit. And the dress up aspect is incredibly similar to other dress up games. Basically, it gives you like a couple of themes. You can filter all the clothing pieces by those themes, and then you can build an outfit. The clothing pieces are really beautiful, so that definitely receives a thumbs up. And again, similar to other games, you can buy clothing pieces and you can also build clothing pieces. When you beat a chapter, you'll often receive a specific item or accessory. Eventually you'll have to build an outfit, and usually those outfit pieces are created using the outfit items that you get from completing chapters. So you'll have to go back and replay chapters, which thankfully is automated, but that does use up your energy pretty fast. Similar to other games, this game does use an energy system where you have these kind of limited energy items and you require them to get through the game. Those are of course something that you can pay for, otherwise you just have to wait to get more energy. So that's one thing I don't love about the game, but is incredibly common. A lot of the gameplay in this isn't necessarily unique. I think the uniqueness definitely comes more from the storyline than anything else. And do you still often end up making some really interesting and creative looking outfits just in order to get maximum points? Absolutely. Like, that's definitely still a thing. The game, of course, also has a gacha that you can use to get specific outfit pieces. There are ones I think that are free, as well as of course ones that you more have to like pay for to actively be getting outfits from. And there are a number of other kind of features and corners of the game. I hate to relate it so much, but it really does just remind me of Love Nikki or Shining Nikki, where you almost have like an overwhelming number of things that you can do. So you can design and buy houses, you can compete in contests, they'll have different like seasonal things going on. One thing that I did find kind of unique, at least from what I've experienced, is they do have a pretty in-depth like outfit or clothing designing section where you can select the style and the fabric, and you can even draw on the design, very similar to like Animal Crossing. I haven't gotten far enough to know exactly what you can do with the outfits that you create, but you can create outfits in it, which is really fun. I think that that's just a really cool feature for them to have. There's also this shop thing, which I messed around with a few times, but I never fully figured out what exactly I was doing with it. Again, I feel like this is the sort of app where there's just like a lot of little things that you can do, but that doesn't necessarily amount to it being interesting. If you're already playing a dress-up game like Love Nikki or Shining Nikki, this isn't gonna like necessarily stand out gameplay-wise, but again, the really interesting part does come from the story, and then as well, of course, the graphics being really beautiful and having this like highly customizable character that you can kind of change according to your whims. So overall, again, I don't think this app is bad. I think the story is interesting, but I think it's in and of itself not doing something that is super unique. And considering Shining Nikki has already been out for a few years, I kind of feel like they could have, you know, changed things up a bit more, but maybe it's hard to be creative with such a standardized format that we have already with kind of the dress-up game subgenre. On the Google Play score, Life Makeover has a score of 4.3 stars out of 5, with 4.6 stars out of 5 on the Apple Store. So it's getting pretty good reviews, not like perfect reviews. Some of the complaints I've seen is the makeup for the characters that you can get from doing gacha doesn't always look good on darker skin, which of course I kind of view as a major pain point. If you're gonna have all of these skin tones available, the makeup items that you're making should be able to work on all of those. Of course, not every color is gonna look flattering on every skin tone, but it sounds like maybe it's beyond it just being flattering or not, and kind of just like it doesn't look good at all, which I do think is a problem. Some other issues I've seen is that the game is really large, so some phones can't run it as well, which makes sense in that it's a pretty graphically demanding app. Again, I tend to run all of my apps on an emulator, so I don't have to worry as much about phone storage, but this is the exact sort of game that I probably just wouldn't have been able to have on my older phones because it is big. It is a meaty game. So I don't know what they could do necessarily to make it more kind of approachable file size wise, but I do think that would be great for those of us who have way too many photos on our phone and we don't have room for huge app games. I'm going to close things off here for now. If you want to see the full unedited gameplay of me like making my character and stuff, that is going to go up on my archive channel. I also might be testing out doing some streaming here on YouTube. You might have already seen that, or you might be seeing it sometime soon. So please hop in. It's going to be multi-streaming, so I'll be reading the chat on Twitch, but you'll still be able to watch the streams from YouTube if that is your platform of choice. But I hope that you can come and hang out with us. I think that that would be really fun. I hope that you are all having a fantastic day. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.